Hi there, guys. Welcome, man. This is Farmer Bob, and I'm doing this map tour of the new version 7 of Nevada ZA. It's a farm in Nelspruit in South Africa. It's in the province of the Eastern Transvaal, or as they call it these days, Mpumalanga. Now, Mpumalanga, it's a Zulu word that means where the sun is coming up. So yeah, just for those of you who were wondering about that. But anyways, guys, yeah, welcome, man. And this is the new version of my map, or the latest version rather. And I'm going to just give you a quick tour of the whole map, and just give you a little bit of insight on what I've done lately since I'll say the first versions. So yes, let's get stuck in immediately. Let's quickly have a look at the map itself. All right, I'm just going to zoom out a little bit so we can have a good idea of what's going on. Great. Okay, so here we have the map. We've got 21 fields, of which 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of them, 11 of them is not rectangular, I would say. And that's for the guys who love, I'll say, challenging field work, and that type of stuff. Also a bit more difficult for the workers to work on. But yeah, I mean, applications like Courseplay is wonderful for that kind of maps. Just a quick notice there. If ever you wonder where the lime quarry is, or the hill climb, or the 4x4, it's at the toes of the foot. If you look at field 21, it's a foot, and it's at the toes. So you just drive to the toe of field 21 and you will find all those things there. All right, yeah, as I've just said, there is a 4x4 track there on the west side of the map. Very nice little thing to enjoy. And then we've got a hill climb there for you and your buddies to have races, and just a race up and down, or up or down the hill, which is quite a steep hill. Very nice to go up there with some trucks and tractors and whatever. It's just a race. Okay, so yes, on the west side we have the lime quarry, where you can get free lime, of course, for all your fields. You can dig as much as you want there. There's an endless supply of that. So yeah, have fun with that, guys. The other thing, the forestry area, I've planted more than 6,000 trees between forest 1, 2, 3, and 4, of which the Forestry Station, obviously you can see there in the southwest, is there. We will take a drive there soon, but it's an area where you can put up some structures or whatever. There is a bit of structures. If you start in the beginner mode, you can get some structures there, but otherwise it's just a clean area where you can set up your own forestry. Okay, so yeah, moving down to the southeast is where you'll find the supermarket. I'm just going to zoom in a bit so we can see there's the supermarket. And then yeah, maybe I'll work it like this and you can follow me on the screen. All right, the idea of the supermarket is, when you live on a farm, you have to drive far, to get good prices and whatever, because a farm's normally the distance away from whatever you want. So the idea of the supermarket was just to add that little bit of, I'll say, not funniness, but just a bit of realism to the map. So you have to drive a bit further to get the best prices for your product at the supermarket, because you'll find that mostly the supermarket gives probably close to the best prices always on most things. Anyway, then we have field 16 and 17 here. Nice little waterfall and I'll say a pond at the bottom. Then on the east side we have the spinnery, where you can obviously sell your wool and stuff like that. Also cotton and wool goes there. And then you find Grandpa's place there, right on the east. Now, if you look at Grandpa's place was actually my own grandpa's had the house on the hill there, overlooking basically the valleys and everything at the bottom, which is an awesome, always a nice view from there, you know. Coming back from Grandpa's place to the center, you have a water trigger and then a little drift, and then obviously you follow the road down the middle where the road splits and you go up the hill to Nevada Farm, which is the main farm of the map, which is obviously where I grew up as a boy and had all my best years of my life, growing up there on the farm and just doing what people do on a farm, you know, enjoy life, running around in the bush and doing all kinds of funny things. But anyways, so yes, going from Nevada, when you start off, you get these four fields here and these 4 fields here. So 1 through 4 and 18, 12, 18, 20 and 21. That's what you start with. And a huge array of equipment. If you look here at all the equipment you get, it is a ton. We'll quickly run through those just now. Yes, then if you move a bit north, you'll find Uncle's place, which was actually my uncle's place, and that's the sheep farm on this map. Although my uncle wasn't farming with sheep at all. No farming there. None of us had sheep on the farm. You know, we had cattle, and we had pigs, and we had chickens and that type of stuff. But we didn't have any sheep on the farm. All right, so that's a quick rundown there. In the center of the map, you'll find the barn and the biogas plant, and also the animal dealer and the lime station. There's a lime station there where you can buy lime if you do. I won't say lazy, but if you want to go and buy lime there. However, if you start the map in the easy mode, you'll get all the fill stations here already on the farm where you can purchase all your things: the seed, the lime, the fertilizer, everything that you need to, all the stuff that you need to farm with. It's already there on the farm, readily available. Want to make it easy, you know. I don't like driving around too much for stuff. All right, and then here on the northeast side, you have the sawmill. If you're into the woods and that, you have the sawmill and also the wood sales, which is here. And the wood sales is not popping up as a sell point, but the sawmill is. So yes, great. And then obviously these fields are nice and big. You can see the nice big fields, and the challenge is obviously to grow your farm into these fields and buy them out and whatever. All right. Then lastly, here on the northwest side, we have actually the town, which I've populated in this version with a lot of sell points, new stuff, some exciting things. We're going to take a drive to town just now. But anyway, just to give you a quick look, that's a sugar mill, and then we have a sugar factory here on this side. So if you produce sugar beet and sugar cane, you can either just sell it straight here, or you can take it to the sugar factory, sell it there. Not sell it there, but you can put it through the sugar factory and produce sugar and then sell the sugar, which is very, very nice, profitable. Then we have a dairy this side, some electrical station here below the dairy. This blue dot here is another waterfall. That's also a new addition to the map. Very nice little waterfall and picnic area that I've added. And then here we have a whiskey factory. And the whiskey factory, you can also just put your, I think it's wheat in there, and produce whiskey and then sell the whiskey at the appropriate sell points. And then just here south of the whiskey factory, right beneath the whiskey factory, is a fermenting cider. I've also added that to the map. Apart from the biogas plant, you also now have a fermenting cider where you can put your grass and chaff in, and it will ferment it into silage for you, or silage. Doesn't matter how you pronounce it, it all sounds the same. Okay, wonderful. The garage for fuel in the middle, and also the farmer's market, which is here, which is a very nice sell point, also new. And Sally is also new. It's also a new sell point. And the Northern Mills, it's the old one that's always the old faithful one, always been around on the map. But yeah, taking almost any product. And then last one here on top is the flour factory, where you can bring your wheat or barley. I think it's wheat or barley, I'm not too sure, yeah. Where you can have flour made and then sell the flour. Once again, very productive and very nice profits on that. Great, so that's a quick rundown of all the sell points on the whole map, and just an idea of what I've been doing to grow the map, make it a bit more exciting. All right, here you can see we've got, I think, 9 sell points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's all of them there. The farmer's market, which is that one there, it sells only the products what you'd roughly normally find on a farmer's market, like corn and potatoes and that type of stuff, and then also for your animals, a bit of grass, hay and straw and silage, and I think that was, oh yes, and also some tobacco. The farmer's market also gives good prices on tobacco. At the moment it's low, so yeah, it will push up obviously in a few hours or days or whatever. And then obviously the flour is here, the sugar is here, pallets, and also whiskey. That's a new addition, all the new additions to the map. I've also added 2 more fruits, actually 3 more fruits. It is clover, lavender, and carrot, which has also been added. These ones I've added it here if you want to put on some of these mods and stuff to grow red cabbage and cabbage and lettuce. But it's also new to the map. It wasn't in the map. Yeah, that's a quick rundown of all the fruits. Apart from that, we have, let me quickly have a look here. That's all our fruit types there. Wheat, barley, oat, cotton, canola, sunflower, soybean, corn, potato, sugar beet, orchid, radish, poplar, grass, sugarcane, carrot. And then we have fruit types 2. Onion, rice, spelt, millet, poppy, lucerne, sorghum, hops, lavender, triticale, tobacco, and clover. So there you have a good rundown of all the fruits. Obviously, growth rate, soil composition, all that stuff doesn't matter. And then we wanted to have a quick look at, I don't want to do the vehicles here. I'm going to rather do that in the garage. Gives you a better idea what you start with. Nothing has changed on that. If you guys have played the map before, it doesn't matter. Nothing has changed on the starting vehicles. I've kept it all the same because they're sufficient. If you don't like them, sell them, buy something else. If you like them, enjoy them like I do. There is 1 or 2 that I'll change, because obviously this starting equipment that I've put in here is really just to tickle your fancy and also get you started and have fun, because that's what the map is about. It's to have fun. The map's not here to make you struggle or whatever, although if you love a challenge, you can try the other two, the moderate and the hard version of the game, where it really gets challenging. And set yourself up for a good challenge if you want the challenge, but anyways, all right, so the Fendt, the favorite 515, that's a small tractor for spraying and whatever. A 6155, I've put that in there for carting and for taking water and all that stuff to the animals. Also maybe a bit of trailers carrying stuff like seeds and fruit and whatever around. The 8370, you might wonder why I've put this in. It's a strong tractor because the farm is quite hilly, so you need something strong to plow and to cultivate and to plant on the hills, so that's why I added this here for you guys that wondered why I put this huge tractor in there. If you put a smaller tractor, you're going to be sorry, because I don't know if you guys have ever had experience on plowing on an uphill. It's not easy, and you need something with some vooma. You don't need something that's going to struggle, Anyways, and then of course the old faithful, the 8 series, 8400R, nice and fast tractor. I think this one does 52 k's an hour, which is nice. Yeah, I think it is 50 k's an hour. Yes, very nice. And then obviously the old faithful Kraz truck, very nice. It's a Russian truck, not very popular here in South Africa, but it's a nice truck in the game. That's why I put it in, because I like it. And then to start off, a small harvester, not big, the T560. It's average 8,000. I think it's it's 10,000 liter capacity. Very nice startup machine. So yeah, you can upgrade that later on to a nice big one. Also, I only gave you one of them. And then the Manito, obviously for obvious reasons. Of course, if you farm with animals, you need that. Old faithful truck to run around with, the Mahindra to have fun in. And then obviously the trailers. Got 4 trailers, which is really nice. I don't see you needing any more than that. Obviously, and then some headers, corn header, normal header, and then a plow, very nice. All the basic stuff, as you can see, sprayers. There's a spreader for some lime, and then of some mowers, a windrower, a loading wagon, a bale loading wagon, water tanker, and then some accessories for all those. And then obviously you start with the large cows, large pig, everything large horse, large sheep, and then large chicken. Can't forget about the chickens, guys. And then the silos, just to get you going, some sheds, and then obviously this is the new additions to the map. It's the whiskey factory, the fermenting silo, the sugar factory, the flour factory, the TMR station, which is a new addition. And then also I've added some greenhouses to start with. They are by default in the map now. And you can only get them, I think, in the easy mode. The other 2 modes you don't get them. And then here's your full stations. Very nice to get all those. And obviously, lastly but not least, the farmhouse. Wow, what a mouthful. So yes, a wonderful setup to get you going and farming like crazy, guys. So that is what the plan is. And that's why I've built this map, is to have fun, farm like crazy, and enjoy. Okay, now for a quick tour of all the basics. All right, here we go. This is the farmhouse, obviously. Moving this way around. You've got the garage there for the trucks. There's your bakkie and the Mahindra, or your truck and the Mahindra. Here in South Africa, we call it a bakkie. Not a truck. A truck here in South Africa means a lorry, a big truck, like a 16-wheeler or a 22-wheeler or something like that. Workshop here. You can get some lights down here. Lights is working. Get you there. You can service your vehicles here. Very nice. Okay, go out this side. Obviously get more closer to the thing. There's a full array of all the equipment and all the storages and places to put them away. This is root crop storage, or you can put some vehicles in here if you want. This is your silage clamp for the map, and some bales here. These bales are not usable; they're just here for the fun. Although you can actually move all of the stuff. I've made them movable, so if you don't like them here, take them and put them somewhere else. You don't have to have them there if you don't want. Even this metal pieces here. That's movable, so I don't have quickly put my super strength mode on here just for fun, and then I can pick them up and move them around, you see. So yeah, it's all movable, so if you don't like them, just take them away. This side here, this is the what do you call these things now, greenhouses that I've told you about. Then we've got here the horse paddock. Nice. Maybe I should buy a horse. Let's buy a horse. Once we've got a horse, we can travel around a bit. Where is the sell point for the horses? Where did I put it? Oh, here we go. Let's get a horsey. Let's take a pinto. Go for it, confirm. There we go. Come here, horsey. Put 2. How's that? How's that for starters? There we go. Nice. You can see I haven't driven a horse for a while. Anyway, so here's a new addition to the map. I've put, before we go there, this is for you guys that don't know what this is, it's animal storage, animal food storage. Sorry, you can put your silage in there, grey horse, grey hay, grass, straw, whatever, pig food. You can put it in there. There's a water point there. Get all your water there. And this side we've got the piggies. Keep all your piggies in here, and the chickens on this side. Very nice. So I don't know about you guys, but this is, I really spent a lot of hours building this map, making it nice and new. And that's all the trees I've been telling you about. There's over 6,000 trees here in this 4 forests. So you can forest your heart out. Okay. Storage facility here, obviously. And then the TMR station is right here. So you can mix all your cow food in there. And this side you've got your cows, all nice and neat. Forestry there in the back. And like I said, if you go to the toe of this, field 21 is the toe, or the foot of the mountain. It's really the foot of the mountain. And if you go to the toe, you can get to the fun things on the map, you know, the 4x4 challenge, the hill climb challenge, and that. And down there, there's the quarry. I think I'm not going to go down, just to not waste time down there. So I'm going to get up here for a nice view for you guys. Right, yes, on the map we have 18 different kinds of animals. Poor Pinto is. I've driven him straight down into the rock. He probably's got a big headache now. Right. Come, Pinto. How's that, guys? Pinto is not scared at all. Bring it on, he says. Right, so there's a good bird's eye view of the farm. Isn't that beautiful? Hey guys, that is really nice. What you're hearing there in the background is a kweevoël, because it goes kwe. and in South Africa we call it a kweevoël. It's probably got some other biological, weird, funny, stupid name. But anyway, so we just call it a kweevoël. And like I said, there's 18 different animals, birds and animals, that I've added to the map above the standard ones that's already there. Come, Pinto. You see, he's not scared of anything. He just jumps down there. Oh, good. All right. Really, in Mpumalanga, if you don't know the area, it's really hills and valleys and forestry and lots of water and rivers and waterfalls and all kinds of things. So even the trees here, I've used, it's called an Acacia Tree. And I've used these ones because it's the closest ones I could find that resembles the type of trees that grows in the area down there. You know? Okay, so here we are. I'm not going to actually go down this way. That's the town there. Pinto, what are you doing, man? Get past this thing. There you go. Great, so here we go. Right, I think let's leave Pinto here, let him graze a bit, and then what we'll do is we go into flight mode, so we can move quicker first of all. We can just set the speed. We don't want to. Okay, speed multiplier. Right, here we go. Okay, so here we are. We're flying over field 19. This is also a new addition. Field 19, some nice waterfall down there. Sheep farm here. Obviously, let's start here on the northwest side. You'll see I've built a new waterfall down there. Very nice. Some electricity plant. There you go. That's your waterfall and picnic area. Very nice. That there is Nahoon's, called it Nahoon's Fermenting Cider, where you can bring your stuff to make silage. This is the whiskey factory. Some scrap metal down here. I mean, so we've added tar roads to the town. Tar roads and some nice lighting at night. This place is beautiful, guys. The whole farm, the whole map is beautiful at night. Because I've put lights in all the different places. This is the new one, the farmer's market that I've added. Nice old church here and some houses. And then here's Sally's Joint. It's also a new sell point that I've added. Great. This is the restaurant. It's not a sell point. It's just a place of, not really a place of interest, but just a sell place where you can sit and relax. Our garage here, where you can put fuel in, the ATM to draw money, and obviously the shop here, the John Deere dealer down there. And then you've got the Wessex Mill right here, the flour mill, where you can get your flour done. And then the Northern Mills, which is obviously the old faithful Northern Mills, where you can get sell all your products. Great. You also see that I've really left a lot of space open. For instance, if you want to buy land, give you a quick idea. If you want to go for field 15, for instance, you get a huge area to develop a farm here, which is right next to the town, which is quite handy, you know. So, and in the town, there's obviously all that stuff. So that's just all the different ways of starting the map, you know. And if you look at that, the lands, this is what you start with in the easy mode. Obviously, in the other two modes, you don't get all that. Also, you don't get the vehicles and all that. So yeah, great. So let's do a fly over here. Just want to go up a little bit. There you go. You'll see I've added signs, road signs. I've added so much to the map. Make it very nice for you guys. Good. And I mean, to see this at night, it is stunning, guys. It is really breathtaking to drive around and enjoy this map at night time. Obviously, I forgot to show just down here. Latest edition is a shortcut from Nevada into town, right up here. So you can quickly get into the farm up here, and then up here again, straight into the farm right there in these shortcuts. Very nice. So it's just stuff that makes it handy and beautiful. I mean, it's really stunning, you know, guys, to have a shortcut that's close to town. And in the beginning, in the earlier versions of the map, we didn't have that, you know. So yeah, always nice to just have that. I've also added shortcuts like this one here, going into Uncle's place, and also added roads into the fields through the bushes, you know, to make it easy to get to into your fields, so that you don't have to drive through the stuff like here. You see, you just have to drive into your fields. Very nice. Right, so in the center here, as discussed, we have obviously the BGA and the animal dealer here. Just to give you a quick rundown of that, what it looks like. Not going to spend too much time on those guys because they're self-explaining. Great. The main thing I want to show you is obviously the work that I've done. You know, I've made this waterfall much more realistic with sound. Tweaked the sound a bit. I've tweaked the water a bit, so it looks much better and much more appealing. You know. Right. So if you here, you can enjoy the map. You know, that's what it's all about. Up to Uncle's place, you'll find another shortcut, the one that leads down to town, straight down through here. Right, very, very nice. Okay, good. And then obviously, the animals that I've loaded in the map, they are all area specific. So if you go, for instance, you go here, like for instance, you'll find one of the birds. It's called a tarantal in Afrikaans, a featherfowl, I believe, in English, and they are very, very nice birds. Very, very nice to eat as well if you can hunt them in the right season, because in the wrong season they got worms. So yeah, in the right season you can eat them. Nice little picnic spot there. Nice dam. Oh yeah, something else you can do for fun. You should come this way. Let's speed up a bit. Great. You take a truck or something fast and you run down this road straight over field 1 and 2, or 1 and 3 rather, and you actually ramp on this bunk or this dam wall. You ramp over. You can try and see if you can ramp over the dam. It's good fun, guys. Believe me, it's really good fun. You can try and ramp over the dam. It just makes it more interesting. Oh yes, I also added mud to the map. So all these dust roads, it's got mud on it. The main roads, if you drive these big main roads, the one that doesn't have the small farm roads like this, all these main roads have mud on them, and the farm roads have what do you call it? It's seasonal mud. So if it's not raining and the ground is dry, there's no mud. But if it rains, you'll get mud on it. And then obviously these water puddles, they all have mud on them. So you drive through them and you find mud going up. The bird you heard just there, I don't know if you caught that one. That is called a fish eagle in South Africa. Very, very nice bird. I think it's one of our very nice eagles. Very, very nice. This is one of my favorite areas in the map. I have to show you. It's one of the water spots where you can come and fetch some water. Very, very nice area. Also scenic and beautiful, peaceful. Come sit and rest here a bit while you wait for workers to do their work. That's it there. That's the fish eagle. Great, man. Okay, then you move down here, or up here rather. This is also two new fields that I've put in here, 16 and 17 down there. And all the way up here to Grandpa's place. Grandpa's place is obviously the best view, or one of the best views on the map. If you stand here, you can see, you can really look down on the fields, check the workers as they work, and just sit and have a nice cup of coffee or whatever your fancy is. Enjoy that. All right, back down here. Oh yes, let's go down here to the spinnery before we, because I've also added the shortcut here to the supermarket from the spinnery. So if you're here at the spinnery, you can also check there's also a nice waterfall and a little dam. You can use this little shortcut, drive up here, and take the little shortcut up to the main road, and saves you a lot of time. And then you can jump up there into the supermarket down there. Right, guys, and then obviously the forest area needs no introduction. Like I said, I planted 6,000 trees, guys, 6,000 plus. I didn't count them one by one, but I know there's more than 6,000 because I had to count them on in the editor, you know. So yeah, I know they're more than 6,000. It's crazy. Okay, that is a signal tower. Nothing strange about that. Going down this way, small forestry houses, very fancy forestry houses, and then obviously some more beautiful stuff. And this is the supermarket there, very, very nice. And then this little forestry road, this is called the Lonely Road, guys, if ever you wondered. This is a real forestry road with mud and all kinds of nice challenges to drive. And it actually just goes straight through the back. That's why it's called the Lonely Road, because it goes straight through the back into the Forestry Station. I'm just going to fly straight down here. Like you can see, there is tons and tons of trees, guys. I don't think you'll ever cut all these trees. I dare you to cut them all and let me know. 6,000 of them. Man, oh man, oh man, I planted trees like crazy. And like I said, this is the forestry area. If you stand here, you will probably hear another bird. It's one of the woodpeckers here in South Africa. and they all set on timers, guys. So doesn't want to give us a bird song now. But anyways, so yeah, that is a quick rundown of the whole map and all my hard work over the past year. It's really taken a whole year to develop this as it is. You know, because I'm not doing this full time. It's just a hobby, just doing it for fun and enjoying it while I'm doing it, you know. So yes, guys, that is Nevada, South Africa. In a nutshell, there is another video that gives a lot of history. I'm going to link that into the downloads as well, so you can have a look at that if you're interested in hearing about the farm and how we grew up, and there's more information of the farm. You can also read on the website, and the website will also have a lot of information. Another handy thing I've added into the map is the field info screen on the right corner, bottom corner. That works with land. So if you own, like now, I'm over this farm here, and it's got 4 fields. So it will give you the whole land area of this 4 fields, which is 42 hectares, which is basically just as 4 fields. So if you drive over to those ones here, it will give you obviously the other ones. It's 22 hectares, field 1, 2, 3, 4. But the field area is 22 hectares. The land area is 22, but the field area, as you can see, is like 6 hectares. So yeah, you can reclaim a lot of land here. There's a lot of possibilities as a startup with this flat area there for housing and all your stuff that you want to build, you know. And you can plow these fields further, make it bigger. There's water, everything, you know. So yeah, it is really nice. Well, guys, I really hope you enjoy my handiwork, and let me know if you find any problems. There is, sorry, I just grabbed my mic there, rubbing my nose, grabbing my mic, crazy stuff. But anyways, if you find any problems or errors, let me know. I do know there is some warnings in the log, so don't worry too much about the warnings. None of them are hindering gameplay at all. So yeah, you shouldn't be too worried about the few warnings that there is. It's just stuff that I haven't sorted out yet, but it's like, for instance, Clover has got a unknown fill type somewhere, and I can't find it. So I've been trying to figure out what it is. It's some material that's not creating. But anyway, I'll get to it sometime. And then obviously there's some other areas of density heights that I've added somewhere too many of them, and it's complaining about that. But yeah, like I say, nothing serious, and nothing that gives errors in the game, nothing that stops anything from working. Everything is working in the map as far as I know and aware. So if you find something that's not working, please let me know. And just remember, guys, the whole map is built on the idea of having fun and enjoying. Even the night sky. If you look at the night sky, I'm going to just quickly give you an idea of the night sky. I've changed the night sky to accommodate a bit of Africa, you know. I've got a lion on here. I've got some jackals on here in the night. There you go. Have a look at that, guys. That moon is... I've increased the size of the moon just to make it more appealing, you know. So really, really nice. And I mean, like I said, the nighttime really changes the whole game. I've added lighting everywhere. You'll see it is beautiful. If you just drive around here at night, it is awesome, man. Look at this. It is picturesque to drive around here at night. Just to have fun and enjoy the map. It's what it's about, you know, guys. So yes, from Farmer Bob. My real name is Ian. I'm just using Farmer Bob as like as like a, what do you call it, a screen name or just a nickname. But anyways, I like the name Farmer Bob. So yeah, that's why I've chosen it. But guys, have fun and take care, man. This is Farmer Bob saying cheers.